Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. John Went Walking. Had big plans for a really exciting video for you this week. I found this Florida trail guide, and the incredible thing about it is it divides everything out by mileage and shows you exactly where the trail points are and how to get on and off the trail, and then the exact mileage. And I had big plans to get out there today or tomorrow and get back out onto the actual trail. I had just a little setback on Tuesday evening. I was out getting my 5-mile walk in, and it's unseasonably cold here in the Orlando area. This morning it was maybe in the low 40s, like very cold and breezy, and it's been that way for a couple of days. So Tuesday evening I was out walking and my stomach started to hurt kind of badly. And I finished my entire 5 miles. I got my 5-mile loop in and got back to the house and went to get in the shower, and all of a sudden I had like shooting pains in my stomach, lower stomach, and I was like, man, this is crazy. I've been to the ER once in my entire life, and it's a Tuesday evening. It's about 9 p.m. and I really didn't have any options. It was just the pain was so bad. So we went up to the emergency room here, just a few miles from where I live. There's a big hospital, and went in, and I tried to get checked in, but I was actually in too much pain to even try to fill out the paperwork and everything. But everything got all that got done, and they got me into the bed back in the emergency room, and they did their CT scan on me, on my abdomen and everything. And it turns out that the hernia that I've had an umbilical hernia for several years. And the doctor said, don't worry about it. You know, it's kind of a voluntary thing, because if it's not bothering you, it probably never will. It'll probably go your entire life. It'll never bother you. It'll never bother you. But this one did. Tuesday evening, it like blew up, and it hurt really, really bad. So I got into the ER, and the surgeon that needed to work on me, he wasn't there on Tuesday evening that late, and he couldn't get back to the hospital, or there's some reason he couldn't come in. So they just kind of medicated me and put me in a bed upstairs until the morning. And then on Wednesday, I was able to have the surgery. So he had the surgery, and he corrected it for me, corrected the hernia. And I spent the entire entire day on Wednesday, and Wednesday evening they kept me at the hospital for observation. I did well with the surgery. I got through it okay, and you know, I was just so grateful to get it taken care of. So it got completed, and I didn't get back home until yesterday afternoon from the hospital. And over at the hospital, they said, well, just take it easy for a few days, and, you know, move around, get up and down, but don't be lifting anything, and don't be doing too much walking. Just move around a little bit. So they want me up and around, moving around, but I can't be walking my normal loops and how I like to walk. So that part's okay. So I've been resting here for the last day, and I got up this morning and I thought, I'm committed to making my video every week, and I'm going to keep them going. So I thought I would just share with you what happened to me this week, and it's a very, very minor setback. It does make me grateful, you know, because sometimes we may be overseas somewhere, or, you know, on a mission trip somewhere. And what if I'd had that kind of attack if we're in Guatemala, or, you know, anywhere like in the jungles in Ecuador, Costa Rica, wherever we happen to be. It might be hard to get the treatment, and I'm not sure I would want to go into like one of those backwoods emergency rooms down there, because I read the surgeon's report, and it's kind of the way he had to do it. You know, it didn't sound easy. Like they're using very fine thread, and, you know, whatever he had to do. I don't really understand everything that was written in there, but I'm not sure that you would want to just be in any old hospital or any old doctor's office and try to get it done. But whatever he did, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still having pain just because of the incision and where it is. It's like they open up right and go right into your belly button, so it's opened up, and I'm still having a little bit of pain from that. But I haven't even taken a narcotic for it. It's just been Tylenol. Even when I was in the hospital, I refused the narcotics. I didn't feel like it was that bad, that it was intolerable. But I have been taking like the extra strength Tylenols, 2 tablets every 8 hours, like they're directing me. I'm so appreciative to modern medicine and how well I was taken care of in there. It treated me so good. I mean, of course, they didn't feed me for like 40 hours, but they couldn't, with the surgical procedure coming and then being over and everything, they couldn't feed me. But then when they did, they brought me this really nice omelet and sausage, tiny pieces of sausage, tiny pieces of potatoes. It was really good. The entire staff in there treated me very well. It's Advent Hospital here in Central Florida. Treated me very well. And I was just grateful for the entire experience. And then afterwards, of course, I put a little blurb, little picture on Facebook and said, basically what had happened. Just, I only have a very small Facebook page just for close friends and family. And not only I had visits while I was in that hospital for just 2 days. I had visits, tons of messages, well wishes. It just makes you, when something like this happens, and it was an unexpected surgery. I didn't expect to have this problem pop up, but when it did, it just made me so grateful for the response from family and friends, and helps me keep everything in perspective here in the Christmas season, makes me slow down a little bit and be thankful for every single one of those friends that I have and family members that I have that I'm very close with, and they're kind of what makes life, what it is to us. So this is kind of just a video of gratitude, but I did want to show you. I had found this Florida Trail Guide, and I think it's several years old, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why I had never come across it before. It's the Florida Trail Guide, and it's written by Sandra Friend, Friend, and John Keatley, Keatley. And it's available on Amazon, of course. This is the 4th edition, and it's just so well done. The way they laid everything out, all the spreadsheets in there, exact mileage and points that, from place to place. It's going to allow me really to come up with a very detailed plan of the path that I'm going to take. Now, time-wise, like I've said it before, I'm not going to be in a rush one way or the other. However long it takes me is how long it takes me. I think I've mentioned on here before that I thought that the trail was about 1,200, and I think actually it's a little bit higher than that. It's probably in the 1,400s, but whatever it is neither here nor there. For me, it's always just one foot in front of the other, and enjoy the trip. Here in Central Florida, we're used to kind of warm weather, and so maybe in a way it's kind of nice if I'm going to take a break that we have this sudden cold snap. And I expect to be back out. I'm going to be moving around the house here, working in the shed, working in the garage, that kind of stuff. Not lifting anything, but just moving around. I don't like to sit still too long, because if the doc told me I needed to keep moving. But then I'm hoping by Monday to get back out and maybe get in maybe a mile or two, and then hopefully by the end of the week back up to 3 miles or so. I don't follow up with the surgeon until December 26th, but they've got me all squared away with the wound care, what I need to do to take care of it. Again, it's a belly button wound, so it's kind of crazy. Like it's hard to keep clean, and I know it's going to be very, very important to keep it clean, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Anyway, I just wanted to check in. I don't want to fall off this map. I want to keep these videos rolling. I'm so grateful. I know there's just a handful of us that see it, and that's okay. It's to document the journey, and hopefully somebody sees it and it encourages them. So here from Central Florida, we're about, let's see, today's the 13th. So we're about just under 2 weeks until the Christmas, and so I wish every single one of you a wonderful Christmas season, and I hope to be back on the trail with you in the next, at least in the next week. You all have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing you real soon. Bye now.